Hi, I'm Kimberly Lyle from the Dorchester Bay Economic Development Corporation in the Upham's Corner neighborhood in Boston. Together with some of our partners in the Fairmont Indigo CDC Collaborative, we have been advocating for and organizing for policies at the city and state level that will not only help to improve air quality, reduce heat, and reduce noise pollution, but they will create sustainable, meaningful, and well-paying jobs in the communities that we serve. And these are predominantly Black and Brown communities, immigrant communities, all of whom have not seen equitable investments. So thank you to the Kresge Foundation and its partners for seeing the value in this work. To say that 2020 is introduced new chaos is probably an understatement. We're all experiencing a global health pandemic, a continuation of a sustained racial justice reckoning, and an increasingly charged political climate. Neighborhoods that Dorchester Bay serves, like many of the neighborhoods across this country, are bearing a disparate impact as a result of these multiple crises happening at the same time. And so we have had to, at Dorchester Bay, pivot to meet these acute needs. That has meant distributing food and making deliveries to folks who are shut in. It has meant distributing sanitizer and PPE. It has meant helping residents get access to the internet. And it has meant just holding virtual spaces so that people can talk about how these issues are impacting their emotional health and well-being. It's also meant having political candidate forums so that our communities can hear from elected officials and also hopeful elected officials how they plan to address climate change and bring forth climate justice, which are some of the greatest threats to our communities. I would say that looking ahead for 2021 and thinking about what has inspired me, I would say it's the reminder that the people do in fact have power. I have seen this in the way that folks in my city and state have organized to secure resources for our communities during this pandemic. And I think we've all seen it at the national level where organizers and communities, Black women organizers in particular, and Black communities in particular, have affected the results of one of the most consequential presidential and Senate runoff elections in our lifetimes. And so I am inspired by the vision of these movement architects who saw possibilities that many of us may not have seen, but they inspired us and motivated us to act, and they continued with their work. And so I am carrying that perspective with me into 2021 as Dorchester Bay and our colleagues in the Fairmont Collaborative continue the climate justice work.